Hey everyone, welcome to this demo. In this demo, we're going to see what WritePanda offers to you. So WritePanda has transitioned from a web-based app to a pure desktop-based app. And with that comes a number of features that are going to transform your content creation journey. If you are creating content for YouTube or LinkedIn, or if you're a course creator, then WritePanda is the best tool for you because it takes everything from recording to editing and publishing. And then you can also do post publishing where you can generate titles, descriptions, timestamps, and also thumbnails. And you can also generate shots from your long form video. So it's the full content creation suite. And it also comes with the ability to edit AI agents. So that WritePanda is a fully functional transformative video editor. So let's get to the demo. So this is WritePanda allows you to record your video in different formats. So for example, here, this is the WritePanda editor. And when I click record video, it allows me to select whether I want to record just my camera or my screen or both. So when I select camera, again, I get a choice whether to record only in 16:9 format or in portrait format. And then I can go ahead and record it. Similarly, like I said, I can record just my screen or both my camera and my screen. So once I have such a video, what happens is that I go into the editor. This is the WritePanda's editor. So recording is fairly straightforward. It's very intuitive. There's nothing fancy. You'd be able to record and you'd be able to change your mouse or your camera. So once you've recorded it, this time, this editor is an opinionated editor. What we mean by that is it is built in a way that makes your editing process fast. So what might take you like 9 minutes to do the same thing in DaVinci Resolve, we are aiming to do that in about a minute or two in a few clicks. So first thing that you'll notice is that there are tabs on the left. So this is the canvas. And here you can adjust the padding of it. So if you say padding, it adds padding with the background image. And you can adjust it to no padding to full padding. You can also add roundness to it. So if you want no roundness to more roundness, you can also add shadows. So these are things that will make your video stand out a bit. You can also change the background image as well to a different image or to a different color or to a different gradient, or upload your own custom image as well. And you can also have LUTs. You can say whether you want a cinematic look, as you can see, it applies that, or if you want a film noir look, which is a black and white look and so on. There are a number of LUTs that are available with options to adjust the intensity. And that's about the video section. Now let's move to the screen recording. So one thing that WritePanda allows is that you can, let's say you recorded your camera, and then you can go here and say append recording, where you can then append a another recording or a screen plus camera recording. What that allows you to do is that you can mix and mash different shots. You can record in spurts instead of recording in one go. So in this case, as you can see, I have recorded a screen and a screen share, as you can see here. Now I can separately adjust the padding here. With a screen share, what you get is you also get layout. So if I select that, I can go to the layout here and say, instead of picture in picture, I can do side by side, and it changes here directly. So that's the video tabs. As you can see, it's very intuitive, allows you to customize it however you want. And then I'm going to the audio tab. The audio tab is a one-click way of automatically cleaning and enhancing your audio. So if I say clean audio, it's going to automatically enhance the audio, and it's going to remove all the background noise and make sure that you sound crisp and crystal clear everywhere. And then the audio tab also allows you to add background music. So if you want to add background music, you can test it. And then one click add to your timeline. The next important one is the transcript editor. So the transcript editor is super intuitive. So instead of editing things manually, you can right click on any part in the timeline, click on it and say split here, and then you can delete that. And as you can see, it automatically deletes that specific segment in the transcript editor as well. You can also click remove silences, which automatically applies the edit. So, and you can also remove filler words, repeating words. And as you can see, it automatically identifies the filler words and then deletes them as well. You can also select a single word or series of words and click delete, and then the edits will get applied automatically. So it's very intuitive and very easy to do those edits through the transcript editor. And once you've done the edits, you can add captions as well, animated captions, as you see here. So there are a number of different styles. So let's say I want to go to this style, and then I can see how many words I want per group. I can say whether I want I can say what's the size of it. Maybe I want it a bit big. I can say, do I want a background for it or not? And there are a number of ways I can actually customize this to make it really stand out. All right, so active word, I want it to be colored like this. Maybe I want a text outline to be colored like this. And then, so these are different ways I can actually stylize the captions. And then once I've done, I can also add lower thirds in one click as well. So in YouTube, you may want to add a lower third to introduce someone. So I can say, I am Kamal, WritePanda. And then when I play that, so these get added here in the timeline, as you can see. What about day 3? The follow-up. Maybe let's try LinkedIn. So there you go. That shows up automatically with a sound effect, a mouse click sound effect. These are things that take you a lot of time. So if you want to change the sound effect, you can change it to camera click, and then they get applied automatically as well. So you can also directly go all the way to the bottom timeline, click the plus icon, and then add stuff as well. If you want to emphasize something and say zoom, and then you want to apply the zoom at a specific point in the timeline, you can actually place them there as well. And the zoom comes with a sound effect as well. So when that plays, how we solve that? The camera automatically zooms. I see every AI SDR sound effect. So that is really useful for you to add emphasis wherever you want. So if you want, you can add zooms, lower third, you can make them faster somewhere. If you want to add an image overlay, you can lay them out as well. So those are really useful for you if you want to do the functionalities. So that's about lower thirds. And you can also add effects. So let's say you want to add a film burn effect, right? So usually when you have a video, you might want to add a film burn effect with a sound effect again. So I can use one of these blend modes. So what happens is that, but here's where most AI agent projects fall apart. You see that? That's the so what if you, here's where most AI, so you can add that as well. So there are a couple of effects that you get, a film burn effect or a light streak effect, and you can add them wherever you need. Very useful when you're actually recording a short form video. And then you have graphics. So there are a number of pre-built graphics that you can actually use. So you can simply click them, edit the title, the subtitle, and simply click generate to timeline, and they get added to the timeline as well. So there's a very, the other important thing that I think will be super useful for you is the agent. So here, let's say you have a ChatGPT subscription or a Minimax subscription. What you can do is you can actually go ahead and add them, authenticate them through WritePanda, and then you can actually select those subscriptions. So let's say I'm using ChatGPT 5.3, and I can say, ask the agent to say, can you suggest me motion graphic ideas to make the video more engaging? So because the agent knows exactly the entire video, how you placed it, where you added lower thirds and stuff, it will come back with suggestions on how you can do. So the way it works is that we have skills that we give it. So you already had trims and zooms. As you can see, it knows exactly. And these are strong ideas, it says. So we need a hook title burst, maybe a progress chapter pill on every section start. There's a number of ideas that it gives you. Maybe you choose one of those and allows you to edit one of those. So let's say select one that and add it to the timeline. So let's see. So I'm leaving it to the agent to actually make it. So let's see what it comes back with. So basically, whatever you did manually, you can do everything with the agent. So if you wanted to ask it to edit the video by removing silences, filler words, the agent will do it by itself. So it's that smart. You don't have to click anything manually. You can also stop it midway, start a new session, and so on. So there's a number of things that you can actually do with the agent. So while that is running, let me take you through the CLI. So if you go to WritePanda, you'll see that there is a CLI and MCP server, which that any agent that you have locally, be it Claude Code or Codex or let's say your OpenClaw agent can actually edit your videos now programmatically. So here are tutorials on how you can do it with Claude Code. So all you'll have to do is follow these steps and you'll be able to install the WritePanda CLI, just copy and paste them or point it to your agent. It'll automatically set everything up. And as you can see, it's now added video. So in the beginning, agent projects, there you go. It says chapter 2, as you can see here, fall apart. So what if you, so did you see that? So that's motion graphics. So that way you can actually use AI agents to create motion graphics, make your video stand out. And once you're happy, you can actually go ahead and click export and you can export in a style that you want. And once you have exported it, it will be available in the My Export section, as you see here. And these are videos that you have exported. And then you can then generate a title, you can generate descriptions, timestamps. You can also generate a thumbnail. So the way you'll generate a thumbnail is that you can upload your own image and then ask AI, the agent, to generate its own prompt. You can edit the prompt and then you generate it. So that's how it works. You can also iterate with the chat. Say you want it to make it more vibrant, add bold text of overlay and so on. So once you've generated it, I have published this one on YouTube, so you can see that this actually is directly in YouTube. But if you wanted to, you can actually go ahead and publish any video to YouTube. So let's say I'll take this video. If I want it to YouTube, when I click publish, I have already connected a bunch of accounts. But if you want to connect a new account, you can simply click new account. You can authenticate it, and then that gets added to WritePanda. So you can manage multiple accounts and publish to a specific account if you wanted to. All right. And then when you publish it, you can choose whether you want to be listed as public, unlisted, or private, and gets automatically published to YouTube. So once you have published a video to YouTube, you can actually generate shorts from it. So you can simply go to the AI shorts section and click generate shorts. It now analyzes the entire video and then comes up with interesting clips, so that which you can again further edit to make them really good and stand out. So those are the different ways you can actually edit your videos and generate them and publish them to the various platforms. The other benefit things is that once you install it, you can actually add your API key, which is essential if you want to generate thumbnails. So we suggest you create an account, replicate. It's just cost you a few cents for each thumbnail generation, so it'd be super easy. And this is where you can actually add your API keys for your various AI agents. We want to use the AI agent option. And then local automation, right? So this is where you enable the CLI, you install the skill, and these are how the local agents would be able to use WritePanda. And then you can also create multiple work. So you can have one workspace per YouTube channel or one workspace per client, and then you can manage them that way. So now let's see how we can use the CLI, WritePanda CLI. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to say install the WritePanda CLI and install that. I'm going to install the skill. I've installed that. All right, the skill is getting installed. And I'm installing it for Claude Code. Done. The skill is now installed for Claude Code. And now let's start Claude itself. And then now I can say I want to create a motion graphic for my product WritePanda.ai. So look at the website and then come up with a product promo. That's it. Now what WritePanda would now, what the Claude Code agent can now do is actually go ahead, it's install the skill. So it loads the Panda Studio skill, and now it uses the on the MCP servers, set up a workspace, create a project, and then it will actually go ahead and create the product video. So it can run in the background while you continue doing your other works, and you can iterate on it any number of times. And then once it's done, we'll come back and check on it. So for example, you could create motion graphics like this, which help you create product videos with WritePanda. You can also, once you've recorded a video, you can copy this project ID go there, give this project ID and ask WritePanda or ask your agent to edit that as well. Or you can put a bunch of videos in a folder and then give the folder path and ask the agent to edit it as well. So it's basically, it has the tools for it to analyze it, transcribe it, and then create content. So it's up to how you want to be creative with it. So please go ahead. So here it's identified that it's reviewed the landing page. It's looking at creating a hook, a tagline, an outro, and it will render all of these scenes in parallel and then concatenate into one MP4 file. So it will take a while because unlike the other video where we did the recording, here it's going to do it by itself. All right, so this is the video that's finally created. So as you can see, this is an entire product video with background music and motion graphics that's created by WritePanda. This could be every motion graphic that's added to your YouTube video, or it can be standalone product ad videos as well. You can also add images of your website as well. If you supply it with images, those will also be layered in between. So very excited about what you are going to create using WritePanda. It's an absolutely powerful tool that is only going to get better from here. So really looking forward to see how you guys are going to use it.